So let's see the next major part of the chapter: transcription, translation, and translocation. So what are these three? These three is nothing but the process of protein synthesis. Look at the first question in Can you tell? Sketch and explain the structure of DNA and various types of RNA. So DNA is two strands, one wound around each other. This is called as double stranded DNA double helix. This structure was given by Watson and Crick. So, inside the DNA, you will find nitrogenous bases. There are four types of nitrogenous bases in DNA: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. You already know the full form. The next type of nucleic acid is the RNA. It is ribonucleic acid. RNA is single stranded. DNA is double stranded, whereas RNA is single stranded. It also has nitrogenous bases, but instead of thymine, it will have uracil. So that is the basic structural difference between DNA and RNA. DNA is double stranded, whereas RNA is single stranded. Four nitrogenous bases in DNA, four nitrogenous bases in RNA. The fourth nitrogenous base in DNA is thymine. In RNA, thymine is replaced by uracil. DNA has no subtypes, whereas RNA has three types. Types of RNA: mRNA, rRNA, tRNA. Okay, so mRNA stands for messenger RNA. So if you recall from your 9th standard, what does the messenger RNA do? The messenger RNA carries information of protein synthesis from the DNA that is present in the nucleus to the ribosome in the cytoplasm. So carries message of protein synthesis, just like the name, messenger RNA. The next is rRNA, that is ribosomal RNA. So as the name suggests, ribosomal RNA is the component of ribosomes. Ribosome is a cell organelle that is present inside each and every cell of the human body. What does the ribosome do? It helps in the process of protein synthesis. It synthesizes various proteins. So similar way, ribosomal RNA is a component of the ribosome that helps in protein synthesis. The third type of RNA is tRNA. tRNA, T stands for transfer RNA. If you guys recall the shape of this RNA, okay. Now remember, a single protein molecule is not directly made inside the body. प्रोटीन बहुत बड़ा होता है, तो सीधे सीधे बॉडी नहीं बना सकता. तो प्रोटीन के बहुत सारे पार्ट्स एक साथ जॉइन करके फिर एक पूरा प्रोटीन बनता है. तो व्हाट आर दिस पार्ट्स कॉल्ड एज? तो स्मॉलर units of protein is called as amino acids. this is nothing but the amino acid. So what does the transfer RNA do? जब राइबोसोमल RNA प्रोटीन सिंथेसाइज करना स्टार्ट करता है तो इट ट्रांसफर्स अमाइनो एसिड टू द राइबोसोम. ऐसे ही कर करके इट विल सप्लाई अमाइनो एसिड बाय रीडिंग द DNA सीक्वेंस and protein is synthesized. So smaller subunit of protein, smaller parts of a protein is called as amino acids. Many amino acid will join together to form a huge protein. Okay, many amino acids will form protein. Is it clear? So these are the three types of RNA: mRNA, rRNA and tRNA. Okay, so this whole process is very important to the body. Okay, the process of protein synthesis from the DNA to the mRNA, from the DNA mRNA, that is messenger RNA, is synthesized. From the messenger RNA, protein is synthesized. This whole procedure is called as central dogma. Okay, DNA to RNA, RNA to protein is called as central dogma, where dogma means set of principles. So each and every cell of the body will follow a set of principles to synthesize a protein. That is why it is called as central dogma. Body will information about protein synthesis will be stored in the DNA. Each and every cell will have DNA, and information for protein synthesis will be stored in the DNA. From the DNA, mRNA will be made. From the mRNA, protein is synthesized. That whole thing is called as central dogma. Why dogma? Because dogma is set of principles. Let's go back to the textbook. See, I'm highlighting for you. Information about protein synthesis is stored in the DNA, and synthesis of appropriate protein as per requirement is necessary for body. These proteins are synthesized by DNA through RNA. This is called as central dogma. Remember, your body will not continuously synthesize proteins throughout the day. Proteins are synthesized when and when it is required by your body. For example, if the hemoglobin inside your red blood cells is becoming less, then the body will send a signal and proteins are synthesized. Okay, so whenever your body has less nutrition or it requires some protein, you people have eaten excess of sugar. Okay, so insulin is a protein, is an enzyme that helps to regulate sugar in the body. So the body will send a signal and then the protein is synthesized. Okay, so what happens in the process? So let's see. This is a cell. Inside the cell you have nucleus, and there you have your DNA. So your DNA is like this. Okay, only one strand of DNA. DNA is double stranded, both the strands are wound around each other, but only one strand of DNA molecule participates in the process of protein synthesis. So what happens? How do you separate the DNA strand? There is an enzyme called as RNA polymerase. Okay, this mRNA polymerase separates the two DNA strand. So now the DNA strand here is separated. Okay, the DNA strand gets separated, and this RNA polymerase sits on the DNA strand and it reads the sequence of the nucleotide on the DNA. So it could be anything: A, T, C, G, A, G, C. Any sequence could be there. So the RNA polymerase will read this sequence. As it reads the sequence, this RNA polymerase has the ability to synthesize a new mRNA strand. For example, look here for a clearer one. This is your DNA, which has been unwound. This is RNA polymerase. The RNA polymerase will add a new mRNA strand. The sequence on the mRNA will be complementary. So in a DNA sequence, adenine always pairs with thymine, but this is an RNA, so thymine will be replaced by uracil. Okay, in in RNA sequence also, thymine always pairs with adenine. C will pair with G and G will pair with C. So always complementary to each other. The nucleotides will be added by the enzyme RNA polymerase. Always remember, thymine will always be replaced by uracil. This is nothing but the process of transcription. Transcription takes place inside the nucleus of cell. Okay, the first process in the first process in protein synthesis is transcription. So your DNA, that is double stranded, will first be separated, unwound. The RNA polymerase will attach to the DNA. When the RNA polymerase attaches, it makes a new mRNA, messenger RNA strand. In the messenger RNA, the sequence that is present in the DNA will be copied, but complementary sequence is copied. Okay, so adenine always pairs with thymine, but in RNA there is no thymine. Instead of thymine there is uracil. So here you will have uracil. Thymine always pairs with adenine, so it will remain the same. Cytosine always pairs with guanine. Guanine always pairs with cytosine. So this mRNA strand is synthesized. Now this process of transcription takes place inside the nucleus. Once the process is complete, जितना भी रीड करना है उतना रीड कर दिया एक बार आरएनए ने, तो ये जो आरएनए स्ट्रैंड है वो आएगा फ्रॉम द न्यूक्लियस टू द साइटोप्लाज्म. So this RNA strand will come from nucleus to the cytoplasm. In the cytoplasm, there is one other type of RNA, that is the ribosomal RNA. The ribosomal RNA is responsible for synthesizing the protein. So this ribosomal RNA will go on reading the sequence of the mRNA strand. Okay, once it has read the sequence of mRNA, for example, it has read UAG. Sorry, only three. Okay, UAG. There is another type of RNA that is called as the tRNA. So once the ribosomal RNA has read the sequence of the mRNA, a transfer RNA comes. दिस ट्रांसफ़र RNA, इधर जो 3 दिख रहा है तुम्हें, उसमें भी जो सीक्वेंस रहता है दैट इज़ कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री. तो U के जगह पे रहेगा T, A के जगह पे U, G, C. So this transfer RNA will read the sequence on the mRNA strand, and corresponding to the sequence an amino acid will be supplied. तो ऐसे ही अभी ये तो एक ही सीक्वेंस है, ऐसे आगे बहुत सारे सीक्वेंस होंगे. तो तुम्हारा जो ट्रांसफ़र RNA है, ठीक है, अलग अलग ट्रांसफ़र RNA आता रहेगा sequence read करके it will go on supplying the amino acid. This amino acid will be go on joining, amino acids will be joined together by the ribosomal RNA. तो एक आया, दो आया, तीन आया, the ribosomal RNA rRNA will go on joining these amino acids with the help of peptide bonds. Okay, once all amino acids are joined together, these amino acids will detach itself, separate and get joined together to form a huge complex protein. This process is called as translocation. So transcription, translation and translocation.